It is 2023, and this is the season for pink salmon out in the Puget Sound. This was some of our haul from last time. I just smoked it. Tastes delicious. And just wanted to give a tutorial on how we do things. We got a leader set up here. As you can see, Jackson is getting ready to do a setup, and we thought it was a good idea to share it. So Jackson's 10 years old. He's been fishing his whole life. He's gonna walk us through the traditional pink coho, maybe even chinook setup that we've been using out in the Puget Sound. All right, Jax, what do you got going here?
We have 25-pound leader, mono, and then a green hoochie, glow in the dark, doesn't really matter what color green. And then we have two 2-aught hooks with a flat, little spinner Colorado blade with...
That's a clevis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a chain at the barrel swivel.
Mm-hmm.
And then an underskirt for the hoochie. And I like to use a 27-inch leader. Doesn't matter if it's a little long. Sometimes I'll do mine just a little bit over so I have room to tie the knot.
What, are you gonna snell it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna do a double snell.
You're gonna take it and put it through the eye, top down, and then wrap it around 8 times. 2, 3, 8. Make sure not to cross it over to the other line.
Okay,
and you're gonna take your line over here, put it back under, pull it tight, like that, and then that's a snail.
Okay, I kind of missed that because we were moving around a lot. Bad cameraman here.
And then
try and do this one a little slower so we could see.
The top hook, you're gonna, instead of putting it through the top, you're gonna put it through the bottom, so it's more flat. About an inch from the other hook. And then you put it flat on the back.
Mm-hmm. You just kind of
wrap it 8 times.
Same process, huh? Let's see if we can keep our hands still there for me.
And then you're gonna put it, this one, you're gonna put it through the top hook eye.
Okay.
And then pull it tight. If it's a little crooked, it's fine. Doesn't really matter. And then this underskirt.
Hold on, let me see this snell set up here. Okay. Sometimes what I like to do is I'll leave one hook going one direction and I'll do the other hook the other direction. Sometimes it increases your hook set. We're gonna have to pinch these barbs, by the way. That's mandatory.
And then your skirt will have a little hole right here, and then you just put the line through underneath.
Okay.
Pull it down.
So skirt goes on.
And then the hoochie, same thing. There's a hole on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Push it down to the skirt. I like to move all the little arms away from it, so it's not like closing any in there. And then you're gonna take this piece, slide it into the head of it. I'll just pull all of the things out if they're stuck right there. And then...
Okay, so we've got our hoochie with the underskirt for flash under there. For whatever reason, they really seem to like this. We had one that didn't have the flash on it, and that one wasn't hitting as much as the one that did. It's a nice little setup. And if you wanted to use scent right up under here, that would be the place to do it. We don't use scent.
And then you're gonna put your clevis through the little hole on the blade, and then put your line through the holes.
Oh wait, we're forgetting a bead, aren't we? We gotta put a bead down in front of it. Let's go ahead and put a bead on there. Just a small one.
I never wanted this. somewhere. Here it is. I'm gonna use a red bead. Put it right through the little hole. Drop it down. Then you're gonna put the little blade in the clevis.
Okay.
Straight through. Doesn't really matter how you do it, as long as the blade's facing up the correct way, it works just fine. Okay. Like that.
Okay, so real quick, once again, we double snelled two 2/0 hooks. We slid on the skirt, the hoochie, the bead, the clevis with the Colorado spinning blade. This is a great color, by the way. That one was working really well maybe 2 years ago out in the Columbia for buoy 10. So hopefully that one's still working here.
And then, what knot should I tie for this one?
Just do a standard fisherman's knot.
Okay. You're gonna put your line straight through the hole, about that much line.
Okay. Do you want to measure that or no?
I normally measure it at the end.
Measure it at the end. Okay.
So about
yeah, 27. Here. Perfect.
So take it about here. I like to pinch this so you have some of that sticking out. And then you're gonna twist this 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then when there's a little hole down here, you're gonna take this line and put it through that hole, like that. And then you're gonna hold it, the line down on the swivel. Do it, wet it, and then pull it tight. And then just cut the pad line. Like that, and then it's done. That's the hoochie.
That looks really good, Jax. Let's line it out here. So from the top of the swivel to the end of the tail is 27 inches.
Right there. 27.
27 inches to the tail. Perfect. Okay, now let's talk about the flasher. What do we got here?
I have a Pultrol with it's chrome with a purple stripe going down the middle. And then when you're gonna put it on, there's this little clip right here, like that. And you're just gonna push this down, open it up, and then you're gonna put this hole through at the top through it, and then you're gonna push this back down into there. So it's locked, so this thing can't get out. And then this is gonna connect to your main line, and then it's gonna clip onto your downrigger.
On the main line, we always like to use a bumper. I like to go about 18 inches, and I use a 300-pound monofilament. They sell wire bumpers. The bumper is the area that you can mess around with it quite a bit, and it all produces very different results on the spin. So this is called a hot spot. These flashers right here. This one's really nice. It's got some really good
shimmer.
What do they call that? Well, it's definitely shimmer. It's almost like a hologram on there. But that one's been really nice, working well for us. So there you go. Nicely done, Jax. How many more are you gonna make?
I might as well just do the whole bag. I don't care.